Doors closing.
Hi, this is Ryan Hoppe's mom, and you're listening to Hoppe Hour.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Yes, now. What? Now. If I hit this button, boom, the whole program's gonna start. Okay, well, hit it. All right.
Now, something completely different.
Smoke medical weed every day.
The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour represent Ryan Hoppe and Facet. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Hoppe Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour starts in 4, 3, 2. Hoppe. This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe.
Where we at?
Always going in, never doubt it. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source or trending topic. Be the hottest, search about his competition. Microscopic, never copied. I'm a giant rolling weed up, now we flying. H-O-P-P-E. 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 You already know Hoppe Hour in your system.
Oh, yeah. It's Valentine's Day 2025. Oh, gentlemen out there, are you ready to overpay for steak tonight and then pop a few Tums before you go into the car? And maybe take that long walk around the car, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, Valentine's Day. It's a Hallmark holiday that they created to make a lot of money. And for women to get free food. Unless you got yourself wifey material. The same type of wifey material that has a home-cooked dinner. That should be expected every night. I'm kidding. Oh, Valentine's Day. Whenever you go to like Winn-Dixie or Publix, whatever your local grocery store is near you. If you're listening in Cleveland, it's Mark's. Wherever you go, you always see the guy at 5 o'clock on a Friday. I'm going to get a box of chocolate and I'm going to get flowers. And to the hippy-dippy couples out there, a flower, but not the flower you get from the flower section at your local grocery store, but a flower? The one you can smoke? Those are always appreciated as presents too. Oh, Valentine's Day. So freaking awkward when you're in elementary school and you get Valentine's Day cards. And you get one from your crush. Her name was Charlotte. Wonder what the hell she's up to. And you get that card, and you're like, oh my God, I have a girlfriend. And then they want nothing to deal with you on the playground. Although I am a fan of those candy hearts, man. Delicious. Especially the pink one. Oh my God. I want to give a special Valentine's Day shout out. I want to give a special Valentine's Day mention on this very program, Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe. Because there can be only one shout out on Valentine's Day 2025. To my right hand. We're going to be getting a lot of action tonight. And by a lot of action, I mean 7 minutes and then go to bed. If you need dating advice, I am the authority on all things heterosexual relationships. Now, if you're bisexual, I can't really help you out. I wish I could help you out. But if you're heterosexual, I can totally help you out. 856-49-HOPPY. 856-494-703. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppyRadio@gmail.com. Doesn't this music just put you in such a mood? It's called Heartbreaks and Heartaches. That's not very exciting on Valentine's Day. I feel like a good breakup on Valentine's Day would not be good. Like, Valentine's Day is that one day that always kind of means things in a different way by the person you're dating. If you're dating a high-maintenance person, woman, then you're always going to remember all the money you spent with the 10 minutes of sex you got. Or, if you're always single, it's always like a new adventure. 2 years ago, I went on a Valentine's Day date. But it wasn't a Valentine's Day date. It was a date on Valentine's Day. And the girl made sure to let me know. Oh, her name was Shelby. She was from another kava bar I used to go to. And I was crushing on her. She had that like Euphoria vibe, which she took pride in. Kind of trashy, but you know, she's fun. She's like 20 years old or whatever. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're sitting in the parking lot behind the 7-Eleven at Jimmy B's Beach Bar where you can park, allegedly, at your discretion. And we're sitting there taking a hit of some marijuana. And she goes, this is a date, but not a Valentine's Day date. Correct? Man, talk about ruining the mood, Shelby. We're an okay date. She wore a bikini. It's super freaking hot. But the problem was, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I didn't get laid. But you know who else got laid? Every other guy she banged at that kava bar I used to go to. The alleged rumor was. But I couldn't even get one-on-one loving. But two at once? Ah, man, I feel like the show's already gone off the deep end.
Today on TMZ.
We got Tom Holland out. We had a conversation about what keeps him sober.
Yeah, Tom Holland, he's starting to freaking grow on me, man.
I was looking for something.
I love that accent. Everything he says sounds so friggin' intelligent, man.
For something that would scratch the itch, and I couldn't quite find what I was looking for, so I thought I'd start my own. He's coming out.
Reminds me of that song. I just couldn't find what I was looking for.
With a non-alcoholic beer company.
A couple of years ago, he did Dry January, and then he's been sober ever since.
Hell yeah. Oh, jeez. He was probably having better sex than Dan, not having alcohol in you. When you stop drinking, you have better sex, man.
Didn't you do Dry January?
I did.
And really wet February.
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian, she's just launched a Skims campaign and
she's just over the frickin' looking like a tooth fairy.
Everyone's saying that she looks like Bianca Sensori. So she's a fairy butt mother. So
I like that. You know, she's trying to rub it in Kanye's face looking like his sort of ex.
It's underwear for girls that have no butt.
Have no butt.
So it's going to give them the illusion of having a butt.
That's kind of freaking stupid, though. It's like when you're hanging out with a girl and they're wearing a push-up bra. And like, listen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The first time you see a girl's boobies, I don't care if they're freaking 36K like that girl we talked about yesterday, or if they're flat. The first time a girl takes off her bra is a beautiful moment. Boy, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. When they're wearing things that make it look bigger, like you're at the bar and you keep freaking looking at them, And then you realize they're wearing push-up bras or they got stuff to make their butt look bigger. At some point when I see you naked, I'm going to realize your body's average, which an average body is fine with me. I love a naked woman. Oh my God, do I love a naked woman. So I don't really care. But don't tease us.
There's a lot of flat butt hate in this world, and women deserve to be taken seriously regardless of the size.
Oh, Jays.
So Wendy Williams is living in such a restrictive guardianship that it's really like living in prison.
Poor thing.
We have a new documentary that just dropped called TMZ Presents Saving Wendy.
Are you allowed to go out?
No, I am not allowed to go out.
It's very weird. The only way they could get video footage is her pounding on the window from her room.
They're not allowed to come in here, friends of mine.
I've spent
So they're like filming a window.
hours talking to her. She is a functioning human being again.
Yeah, I think it's this. I see this every show. Isn't the early onset like you're normal for a little bit or whatever?
There was once a time where she maybe needed this guardianship.
She did.
But now she's improved.
She is the same person she was on her talk show.
Yeah, it's not a good thing.
Travis Kelce has opened up on what happened during the Super Bowl.
It's a tough pill to swallow, man. I wasn't the best leader.
He's
Yeah, I'm glad you at least admitted that.
hung dog look on the sidelines. Like, it doesn't inspire confidence in your teammate. Hang dog.
Yeah, when he's doing a little baby face looking like ER, and it's like, shut up, dude.
Oh, not hung dog. Hung dog.
Charlie, a hung dog is the happiest dog in the world.
Freaking love TMZ, man. 856-49 happy. That's 856-494-6773. Now, I loved Bill Burr growing up. I loved his appearances on Opie and Anthony. I didn't like when he excluded Anthony from the Patrice O'Neal deal because he's got an African-American wife, and Anthony's notoriously racist, even though he helped, launch a lot of comedians' careers. But here is Bill Burr talking about how billionaires are rabid dogs. Let's see if Bill Burr is back to being funny again. He needs a good divorce to be funny again.
The people that are struggling out there because of these f***ing billionaires. And they got us all arguing liberal and conservative.
Sounds like Bill Burr's back.
We got to stop doing that. Like, I am so tired of hearing about people going to bed worried about what's going to happen next week. There is so much fucking money in this country. And there's so much work being done, And if you...
Honestly, I think he's back.
You work a full fucking week at a job, you should be able to pay your fucking rent. You shouldn't have to go out and get a fucking job and still be struggling.
Hell yeah.
It's bad for the country. Because then the kids don't see their parents and they're not getting the upbringing that they need. It's fucking, these fucking billionaires.
He's thinking the way I've been thinking about that douchebag Elon.
They need to be put down.
Yeah, that's something Bill Burr can say. I can't say that. Mm-hmm.
Like fucking rabid dogs. They're like rabid with fucking greed.
856-49 happy. Diddy sued. Women claims Diddy drugged her, held her captive. I just keep waiting for like the thing or someone's like, oh my God, Diddy was a great mentor or Diddy helped me out. Like when all these allegations come out and you know how much of a scumbag they are and it just keeps coming out and coming out and coming out. You're like, I got it. Let's see here. You want to hear about the second date between Kylie Kelce and Jason Kelce? If you don't want to hear about it, too bad. Jason Kelce, I baked air biscuits on our second date. Whoops. Oh. I've never heard that as a fart. What? Who the hell calls it in there? Let me get out of the room. About to, rip an air biscuit. Jason would fart on the second date.
And then we went ice skating at Penn's Landing. There's an outdoor ice rink where I farted tying my skates.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, so put that as the caption, not as air biscuits. I thought that was like some meal. Maybe it was because of the biscuits at dinner.
When I bent down. And I couldn't even like play it off because it was so audible. Like there was no way to get out of it.
The worst part, I can't. I grew up in a fart funny house. It's like farts are funny.
That's a green flag. I tell you.
I grew up in a fart funny house. So the issue is that like in that moment, I'm like, you cannot be like crying, laughing when this man picks his head back up. He's gonna be like, how immature are you? And so I was just trying desperately to like calm.
I'd rather wipe her down than Taylor.
Down, stop laughing. That wasn't that funny. But this man bent over, farted, and then went,
whoops.
They're freaking cute, man. It seems like such a more real relationship than Taylor and Travis. Because they are. Oh, wow. They're really laughing at that. I had a girlfriend in my last one. That literally, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, they did this thing. You could never, ever break wind around them. So I would be holding it in, and she'd leave for the morning. And right when you would hear the door close and blah, blah, blah. You ever have that when you're laying next to a girl and you don't want to rip ass? Because girls don't rip ass even when they do. Girls are worse than guys. I've been a janitor before at a gym. You women out there are disgusting. It's gross. But if you talk to a strong feminist, they're like, oh my God, that is so immature of you. Oh my God. Dave Grohl chatting with wife months after he revealed kid with other woman. I'm going to save this picture and tweet it out at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Oh my God. That marriage looks like it's in major trouble. Also, I'm seeing here, Philadelphia Eagles had a roasted pig at the, it was a Patty Mahomes pig. They roasted a pig and they dressed it up like Patrick Mahomes at the Philadelphia rally today. Yeah, it's a little weird. Call me traditional, but like I don't want to think about the dead animal I'm eating. I know what I'm eating, chicken wings, and that was something that was alive. And I know you gotta kind of, deal with it. I know, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that we all eat animals for the most part, but still not weird. It's still really weird. What the hell is going on in the NFL? Oh, sure. We're in the off season when we have a wide receiver hurting his wife. And we also have people talking about Eli Manning getting snubbed. I'm so freaking grateful that we get to take a break from the NFL. Philadelphia just kicked their ass. Oh, I love this music. This is better than the NFL and CBS one. That just reminds me of some matchup between Phillip Rivers and Peyton Manning. This reminds me of the big game. Tony Romo. Watching Tony Romo was always really freaking cool. It's like, how's he going to ruin this one? While still having great stats, besides 2 interceptions, including one at the end of the game. Speaking of my boy, Tony Romo.
What's going on, Ryan Hoppe? This is Tony Romo.
What up?
I'm just getting filled in by Justin Penio about all your hard work this year.
Oh, thank you.
I just want to say congratulations.
Sure.
We're proud of you. Justin speaks very highly of you. And good luck the rest of your senior year and beyond.
Oh, geez.
Go get him. Justin also wanted me to tell you that you're lame. All right. Have a good one.
So in high school, my science teacher, who was also the football coach, Justin Pena, who was the tight end for Tony Romo at Eastern Illinois University, me and Mr. Pena had a joke in the hallway that I would call him lame. And he'd go, you're lame or Hoppe, and I'm lame, you're lame, I'm lame, you're lame. It went up, back, and forth. So he hung out with Jessica Simpson when they were doing their thing, Tony and that. So he was a good dude, my teacher, Justin Pena. And on the morning announcements to HTV, John Hersey High School morning announcements. During my typing class, they aired that. Senior year around November and 2011. And it was senior year. I was sitting on the computer listening to Lex and Terry, and all of a sudden everyone's like, watch. It was so freaking cool. Here is Antonio Gates giving advice to Manning after Hall of Fame snub. Because Eli Manning, I did not make it in.
How do you think about a guy like Eli Beatz, Tom Brady twice.
Okay. Sounds like doing happy hour. By the way, Eli Manning's the second ballot Hall of Fame, and not first ballot.
And what advice do you have for him? Because I'm sure he's
Yeah, of course. You, as competitors, we always want to win in anything we do, and I think at the end of the day, you can control what you can control. Yeah. And I think I've been there. I know what it's like to, come so close but yet fall short.
Hell yeah. You played with Phillip Rivers.
To me, going into this year, it was all about just being still the best version of me.
Yeah.
It's an ongoing process, right? That's how we got to this point. Yeah. You don't got time to worry about things you can't control.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still pretty badass in life.
Time is everything. And God.
All right. Easy. Although I had a friend, Anthony, give me a Bible. Got to read them. I'll give you the book report.
Today, man. He's special.
All right, I'm glad he's special. Some people could take that quote and be like, oh, he's so special. Let me see here. What do we have here? This is where jokes are put aside. Kadarius Toney, that dumbass wide receiver who couldn't do anything right for the Kansas City Chiefs, and I believe he did things that helped them lose a lot of games. Well, he attacked his pregnant girlfriend like the scumbag that he is. And you know how I don't take lightly to woman beaters on this show. Listen, women can drive us nuts, but you never hurt them.
Douglas County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
Oh, jeez.
And repeat that address again for verification.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and tell me exactly what's going on.
My name is I live with my boyfriend, Kadarius Toney, and we got into an altercation today, and he put his hands on me while I was holding my daughter, and I'm 7 months pregnant.
Yeah, that voice in her, that fear in her voice is a no good.
Do you need an ambulance?
I don't feel any, contractions or anything, so no.
Okay.
Yeah, especially when she's pregnant, man. You're a bitch.
All right, were there any weapons involved?
No.
Anybody been drinking or doing any drugs?
No, not me.
All right, and Miss, what was your first name again?
Oh, wow.
All right, let's stay alone.
He drove. I'm at the neighbor's house. I had to run over here, but
I need to transfer you over to the
Kadarius Toney has those eyes where he's not all there. Probably the CTE.
Sheriff's Department. It's in their jurisdiction. Hang on.
Okay.
Just a moment.
Douglas County Sheriff's Alexander.
No one transfer domestic situation. Go ahead, Miss. Give him the address, please.
All right, a lot of beeping, man. Kadarius Toney posts cryptic message after arrest. They believe anything. Well, yeah, I'll believe the phone call. She sounds pretty freaking scared, man. And I also believe we've watched you play, what do you call it? We've watched you play football, and you're not very good. You're not the brightest bulb around, you know what I mean? Or whatever the saying is. I saw this here, and I was so shocked. Johnny Manziel and Josie Canseco say they're done. And I got a story for you. I got a story to tell you about a happy hour. Let's go back to 2014, November. I was sitting in my living room the last 2 days that my dad was on this planet. And I was listening to Rover's Morning Glory because I was about to get on that show and I was going to join that Monday. And what happened, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, was I tweeted out, Johnny Manziel lost some game. And I tweeted out, if he can't handle TMZ, how are you going to be able to handle anything in the NFL? This isn't TMZ land, bro. Implying that implying that Cleveland's a smaller city, and that if you can't deal with it, you're not going to be a winner. Rover got all mad. Rover was like, who's this kid think he is? You know what? Who cares? This is my show. And that's when I should have been a little alarmed. But the funny part, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there's one part about that story that I left out. Wait. I was right about Johnny Manziel the whole time.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Let's go, man.
We ain't playing, boy. What you saying, boy? LEP, bogus boy. I got this one, Laro. Yeah. Rap don't work. Back to the project. With some baking soda slaving over that powder. I still gotta make quota, so now I'm back to doing what I was doing before I even knew how to rap. What was that? Follow you round, find out where you hide it at. Okay, tell you off, turn around, make you bad. That's right. Matter of fact, tell whoever you plug with. Tell them, try to tax me, I get on some stick up shit. I say it's a goal to run in your crib, lay you on the floor, put the pole in your rib. Like you know what this is, homie, open that safe. You either lower that quick or catch a hole in your face. See, around the way I'm known for doing home invasion. All types of grimy licks, nigga, you name it. About business, gotta get it, pimpin', I'm about money. It's what'll happen if this rapping shit don't work out for me. Rap don't work, it's back to the block. I'm in the kitchen, nigga, cooking up rocks. We make it pop. I'm good with the pop, now what it do? We ready to rock. I keep the paper on my mind. Stay on the grind. You never catch a hustler struggling, that's out of line. I'm steady flipping zippers, you flipping dimes. And I bet you ain't with a chopper, ain't precise it in mine. Still cock and squeeze, I ain't gon' talk about it. I treat this money like the fopper, never leave without it. Yeah, if you got it, and I'm feeling like I want it bad, I stick his ass up fast for that little cash. Give it up, you want it done right, better do it yourself. The more mix you hit it with, the quicker it melt. I'm in the telly with some baggies in the digital. County in the back, mixing up the chemicals. Yeah, if rap don't work, a nigga still gotta eat. What? You wanna be Big Ruger, keep a lot of heat. Yeah, even my baby mama keep it in the baby seat. Show money, blow money every other week. Rap don't work, it's back to the block. I'm in the kitchen, nigga, cooking up rocks. We make it pop. I'm good with the pop. Now what it do? We ready to rock. If rap don't work, I ain't finna trip. I'ma take it to the block and chop another zip. Fat rat sitting back watching Dro tip. $100 bills busting out the money clip. Another hit, check the spins on the BDS. I'm a star and they ain't see me on the TV yet. Even if it's wet, I'ma make it flip. Rap don't work, it's back out of town taking trips.
There he is, come on. Hey Mooney, I see you got your buzz up, but if rapping don't work for you, what you gonna do?
Back to the block, baby.
There you have it.
It's back to the block. I'm in the kitchen, nigga cooking up rocks. We make it pop, pop. I'm good with the pop. Now what it do? We ready to rock.
Oh, sure. I got it. Oh, shit. I love this music.
Welcome to TMZ Live, Harvey Levin here.
Charles here.
So our Saving Wendy documentary dropped last night on Wendy Williams in this guardianship where she says it's like being confined to prison with her circumstances which are bleak. She can't go out. She can't receive phone calls.
All right, we've already heard about that, and we have some more news after this. But what the hell is going on with everybody's favorite Karen, known as Mandy Moore?
Has a major gripe with Amazon. Not about a product that was broken, but a product that was delivered. Wait until you see where it was delivered. As we're all going through the recovery stages here in LA, this is really going to tick off a lot of people. Well, Mandy Moore's gripe with Amazon has actually set off an interesting discussion about where Amazon should be delivering and not delivering, because
I don't think there's a debate on this.
I didn't think there was either, but I heard the conversation this morning, and were they serious?
They can't be. I mean, we had an argument in the newsroom about this in our morning meeting, and it was.
I can imagine that argument's really annoying with all that vocal fry in LA.
Ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
So the issue is about a very serious issue here in Los Angeles, where people are recovering, obviously trying to recover from the devastating wildfires.
Where they lost everything. Their homes are rubble.
And some of those victims include Mandy Moore's in-laws. So this is the photo that Mandy posted.
Look at that.
There's an Amazon box.
There is nothing left of this house.
It is weird. It's like nothing there.
Right. How they even found
the address.
Like a doorstep to leave that box, which actually adds. It's almost like the fact that they did put it on a doorstep is ridiculous.
It's crazy.
But this is what Mandy said when she posted that photo. Do better, Amazon. Can we not have better discretion than to leave a package at a residence that no longer exists? This is my mother and father-in-law's home. Shaking my head.
I mean, I think it's pretty stupid that they did that. Maybe put it as like undeliverable, but I also see like they freaking got a lot of packages, man.
And that was my reaction when I saw it, because
crazy.
And a lot of people online are like, how could this happen? Obviously, if you drive up as an Amazon driver and see a house completely torched by the fires, you would know to not leave the package there, only because, number one, you're thinking they don't have access to that house, but number two, it's a bad look. But look, we did reach out to Amazon. They gave us a statement basically saying that they have reached out to Mandy to try to...
I wonder what Zuckerberg thinks about this.
Get more information about where this was, and they have been telling their drivers, like, look, obviously be aware when you're in areas affected.
I want to put up that.
Let's read
that part of it
because this is crazy.
Amazon says, for weeks we've advised those who are delivering on our behalf in Southern California to use discretion in areas that were impacted by wildfires.
I bet that guy had no idea that it was the in-laws of Karen, Mandy Moore.
That clearly didn't happen here.
What? does discretion mean?
Right.
It's like you say,
that's all they
if the
say,
house
drivers
is burned to the ground and there may
don't
be
leave the package.
Don't leave the package. What discretion is there?
Right.
This
if
is
that happens,
crazy.
let us know, and then we'll reach out to the people and say, hey, we noticed that your home was damaged, destroyed in the fire. Where would you like us to leave this?
I mean, I get that.
Leaving it there.
I get the point. I mean, maybe there's a house that is standing,
and people
but
are
nobody's
still
in
coming
it,
back there.
and nobody's in it because there's rubble all around and toxic chemicals or whatever else.
All right, we got it. We got it. All right. Here. What's going on with AI?
To celebs reacting to Kanye West's anti-Semitism and his sale of a T-shirt, or his attempt, or he did sell for about 24 hours.
Freaking Elon ruined everything. And the other day I was standing outside of this place, and my friend and I and his brother were hanging out, and this guy that I know comes up to me and just does the Nazi salute as he walks in, and I'm like, oh, brother, is that where our country's at?
Hours, a swastika T-shirt on Yeezy.com, which has been shut down now. Well, here's the response that a lot of people saw online from several celebrities, including Drake and Scarlett Johansson, Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe your eye has already picked up what's happening here, that this is not really those celebrities. Yes, it's their faces, but this whole thing was put together through AI. Someone posted this online.
I got
the
it.
shirt, by the way, they're giving the middle finger to
Yeah, it looks so freaking fake. Anybody that fell for that was a dumb boomer.
Kanye, but it didn't really happen.
It doesn't look real. I guess because I use a lot of AI for this show, but like, I don't know.
And
what if I'm AI? What if I'm not a real person?
While the message a lot of people may be on board with, even the celebrities themselves may be on board with, they're not really thrilled, some of them, about the fact that AI was used this way and that their image was used through AI, because this was a huge issue in Hollywood for a lot of these people during the strike, that they were concerned about how AI was going to be used in Hollywood. This is not produced by a studio, obviously, but it's...
All right, so they're mad about that. Oh, there's Jeffrey Tubin on TV talking about jerking off on a Zoom. Oh, no, he's talking about politics. Diddy's suing NBC for $100 million, and it's all the news from yesterday. All right. Let me see here. What do we got here?
I'm not dating, and I'm choosing not to date. Like, forget the marriage.
Cheryl Burke is just fine dancing on her own.
Hell yeah, grab the vibrator and call it a night.
The Dancing with the Stars alum admits on the iHeartRadio I Do Part 2 podcast, February 12th, that it's been over a year since she's been on a date.
Yeah, at some point, though, she's going to want to go through that midlife crisis where she becomes a cougar and she makes every 32-year-old man happy. We all love our cougars. Oh, we do. Oh, yeah. Love me a cougar. It was a bast. Oh, that was really spicy. That was, never mind.
Like, I'm not dating, and I'm choosing not to date. Like, forget the marriage. How about just meeting somebody? I'm like...
Yeah, she's probably really freaking picky.
I am perfectly content in this home with these four walls. I never have to leave.
And while she's not investing in a future with anyone now, that doesn't mean that men aren't on her radar.
Oh, yeah, she goes to the coffee shop and checks out the hunks.
Of course, I still think guys are hot. That doesn't mean, though, that they deserve me.
Cheryl reveals...
Oh, wow, that's a little high maintenance. Who hurt you?
That she's been single since her divorce from Matthew Lawrence in 2022, and her DMs are not open.
Yeah, a lot of these celebrities gotta close their DMs. These guys, I used to do when I was drunk. These guys just think, oh, I did it when I was drunk. You just DM a girl and they'll come over and ride you.
Also not the girl that does I never have. Well, maybe, who cares? But the one night
2005 was a wild year for her.
It stands I just don't, especially as a sober woman, and just respect.
I was when you were drunk and naughty. Your cougarness came out rawr.
Acting and loving myself, I don't do that.
Still, the professional dancer, who's been open about her journey with sobriety, said there's another reason for her lack of sexual intimacy.
The thing is, you have sex with me, I fall in love fast.
Well, that's a you problem, Cheryl. You just gotta go in there, do the orgasm, do your thing, and leave.
So,
like every guy does.
Like, this is not a good thing, right? So we're working through this. We're like, okay, well, maybe it doesn't have to be so intense. Like,
oh, jeez.
I'm such an intense,
lover
woman. Like,
all right, we got him. You are quite the catch. You are what guys call fun time.
Kylie Kelsey is coming to Taylor Swift's defense after the car.
Why does everybody need a defender? We get it. She got booed at. We're sick of seeing her. Not defending it. I'm just saying, if she's this grown-ass woman who's self-made and doesn't need a man, you don't need people to defend you.
Kylie Kelsey is coming to Taylor Swift's defense after the Karma singer attended the Super Bowl February 9th to support boyfriend Travis Kelce and was booed by the crowd at Caesars Superdome. Kylie shares an understated response. The Not Gonna Lie podcast host liked a February 13th Sports Illustrated Instagram post explaining Erin Andrews' perspective on the whole ordeal.
God, all these people, man, all these Swifties, like, she's a grown woman. She's a billionaire. She literally sold out the planet. The only planet that has human life. She sold out every tour for 2 years and had a best-selling movie and is the biggest. She's probably our generation's Elvis when it comes to name recognition. I think she's okay. I think if some drunken loser Philly fan boo you, I think she's okay. She's a grown woman.
The sportscaster had slammed the Super Bowl crowd on a February 11th episode of The Calm Down with
She's not going to be your friend if you kiss her ass, Aaron. We get it.
Erin and Carissa podcast, where she said, quote, I feel bad for the most famous, amazing woman in the world who gets booed.
All right. That's what you get for being famous. People are drunk. People are annoyed. And just the freaking look she gave that side eye. Like, oh, brother.
The Super Bowl. But Kylie, Erin, and Carissa aren't the only ones upset that Taylor received such a negative response from the crowd at the
every celebrity's come to her defense.
Super Bowl, where the Philadelphia Eagles beat the Kansas City Chiefs 40-22.
You know.
Even Eagles running back Saquon Barkley said during his February 12th appearance on the Howard Stern show that he thought the gesture went a little too far.
They showed her on the Jumbotron and she got booed. I don't get it. I don't get why she was getting hate there.
Yeah, well, shut up, Howard. You're going to kiss her ass because you want to be famous. But, I mean, it's just, we're sick of it. You can't relate to the everyday average Joe. So you're not really able to figure out what the everyday average Joe wants. The rich and elite being out of touch? No, that never happens.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
That female productions. TM.
Marcy, say it. Yeah. I'm here. Kings County, say it. Brooklyn. This here's the coldest winter, weather June or December. Hearts are frozen over, and despair's the agenda. The children sleeping in their dreams, they weep for direction. Parents reminiscing when they peaked at perfection. This is a sad session, worse than the Great Depression. When it's less, that's when motherfuckers learn a lesson. When it's beef, that's when cowards be ducking and stressing. Bulletproof vesting in the closet, claustrophobic and locking. People trying to see a better way, not a life scheme turned into a pipe dream to get away. Niggas looking for a change, not a pocket full of change, much more than a chain and a range. Chessboard turned checkerboard, it's the metaphor for the world and the whole rap game. Always gotta handle himself properly, feed the baby so I'm making moves constantly. When it's blood in the street by property, ain't no motherfucker out there stopping me. Gotta heat it at a layer, nigga sloppily, like a slug going on a gun shopping spree. Father, the Lord of the Rings, the fellowship was broken at the fall of two towers. It's the return of the king. I said the king, you heard me right, return of the king. Drop a jewel, you wear a side, spirit you bling. Father, the Lord of the Rings, the fellowship was broken at the fall of two towers. It's the return of the king. In the beginning was the word was with God, and the word was God. Like in the beginning I am the originator, enigma, imitated the king of the quick. See me, you sick? I am. Damn, my prestige from ancient is royal. Abraham rendered to me your temple, the spoils. The ancient of days say the scared, the hope me gone. Be 1,000 times more powerful like Obi-Wan. The game lame like the Lakers if Kobe gone. Billions were made in my name, they owe me one. You say it ain't me, you don't really know me, son. Been dragged through the mud, come up spotless and glowy, son. You can never get away from the sensei. You can better technique, never seen yet. The greatest and still ain't who I'm destined to be yet. Riches won't bring you high enough to see me yet. My style's hostile, your style's my style. Come on, back a nigga down, smack a nigga down. Fuck the Lord of the Rings, the fellowship was broken at the fall of two towers. It's the return of the king. I said the king, you heard me right. Return of the king. Drop a jewel, you wear inside. Spiritual blame. Father, the Lord of the Rings, the fellowship was broken at the fall of two towers. It's the return of the king. I said the king, you heard me right. Return of the king. Drop a jewel, you wear inside. Spiritual blame. Father, the Lord of the Rings, the fellowship was broken at the fall of two towers. It's the return of the king. I'm here. From Marcy, born and bred and bled. Street cred, I'ma do it to dead, nigga. I'm here. Kings County, we got love for bound. Roll with a circle, the squares can't get around, nigga. I said the king, you heard me right. Return of the king. Drop a jewel, you wear inside. Spiritual blame. Father, the Lord of the Rings, the fellowship was broken at the fall of two towers. It's the return of the king. I said the king, you heard me right. Return of the king. Drop a jewel, you wear inside. Spiritual blame. Father, the Lord of the Rings, the fellowship was broken at the fall of two towers. It's the return of the king. I'm here. I said the king, you heard me right. Return of the king.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Hi, how's it going? This following segment has been brought to you by Daisy Beezy Honey at daisybeezyhoney.com. When I tell you they are the best Delta 8 CBD honey around, I'm a man of my words. Go to daisybeezyhoney.com. And at checkout, use promo code HOPPE, HOPPE, to save. What would it be? Oh, yeah, 20%. This is also being brought to you by Fortify.com. FORTIFEYE.com for the best pre- and post-workout around. At checkout, use promo code RYAN20 to save 20%.
Hello again, it's your favorite San Francisco DJ, Hammer and Hank. I may look normal, but the truth is, I have a condition known as autism. That's right, it's a condition, not a disease. Fact is, autism can strike anyone, regardless of who they are. People with autism normally have difficulties in verbal and non-verbal communication skills, social interactions, and leisure activities. In a recent study, people with autism are less likely to have a job and more likely to become homeless. I beat the odds by having loving friends and family, having a college education. I have even worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality for many years. Always remember that people with autism want the same things as you, to be happy and successful. To find out more about autism, please contact your local mental health center or visit autismspeech.org. This is Hammer and Hank, and I appreciate your kindness. People with autism.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe Happy Hour.
Hey, this is Fish Calloway, and you are listening to my best friend Ryan Hoppe. He taught me who the hell writes this? Who writes this? Did he write this? Why would he write this? It's Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Ryan Hoppe's on the mic, and he's not holding back. This is Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Turn the radio up, it's time for thrill.
I got it.
Ryan's here with the latest spiel.
Oh, sure.
Sex and stars and love so real. Happy Hour hits with a funky feel. Date nights crashing like a scene at dawn. It's the gossip train that you're riding on. Ryan's got the scoop from dusk to morn. On this throwback ride, we all belong. Happy, 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 it's the hour we crave.
I got it.
Ryan's got the juice and the beats that wave. Turn it up, feel the love, let your heart beat.
856.
Tune in now.
49 Hoppe.
Behave.
It's 856-494-6773.
Rushes to whispers, we're all.
You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
With a naughty flair.
You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com.
Happy, 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 it's the
Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
send the beats that wave.
And the beautiful women out there.
Heart behave.
And as a reminder,
Don't you misbehave.
you can go to Dollar Tree if you want to buy it for $1. $25 or $1.50. Or you can overpay for it at CVS and get a long receipt as a little gift.
It's the happy.
But when you go on your fancy dinner tonight and you're driving home with your girl or whatever your significant other is, take 4 or 5 Tums. Deal with that tomorrow morning.
Back jams taking you back in time.
Oh, sure.
Groove with Hoppy in the rhythm's prime.
Whatever.
Beat each word, every perfect rhyme.
I got it.
Love and laugh, it's the Hoppy climb.
Happy Hot Topic.
Right, Apple and Google have made TikTok available on their U.S. app stores again.
You need to just not download it, man. I mean, not delete it. Like, it never left your phone.
Chinese-owned social media app had been removed from the 2 stores on January 18th, hours before that ban was set to go into effect. The law signed by former President Biden last year required ByteDance to sell the company or face a ban because it's Chinese-owned. President Trump signed an executive order on his first day in office, though, extending the law's deadline by an additional 75 days. That brings it to April 5th.
All right. Here's my favorite part of these videos.
Hey, thanks for watching. And
No problem, Al Roker.
don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning
I'll be sure to not do that. I'm just sleeping in.
on NBC, or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.
Sounds like me when I promote my podcast.
Justin Bieber is supporting his friends. The What Do You Mean singer had some encouraging words about Keke Palmer's look she wore to the New York Knicks versus Boston Celtics game on February 8th. After Keke posted photos of her OOTD, which consisted of a white crop top paired with a Burberry trench coat, beige pants, and a patterned head wrap.
That's a lot of clothing.
Justin writes on Instagram alongside a heart eyes emoji, quote, "She said I'm popping out."
Yeah, he's trying to cheat.
Comment raised eyebrows from fans, while some started speculating about a potential musical collab. Others had nostalgic reminiscence over Justin's 2009 cameo on Keke's former Nickelodeon series, True Jackson VP.
Yeah, I never saw that.
And while some fans worried the comment might mean trouble in paradise with his wife, Hailey Bieber, Justin recently set the record straight on breakup rumors once and for all after his Instagram account unfollowed hers. Clearing things up in an Instagram story January 21st, he wrote, quote, "Someone went on my account and unfollowed my wife. Getting sus out here."
Yeah. I love when all these celebrities claim they got hacked when they do something that they get caught doing. It's like, Hold on. How are you getting hacked? How?
Joel Smith is giving rare insight into his notoriously private family.
Yeah. This is Beyonce's nephew.
An interview with Teen Vogue published February 13th, the
He looks like a lost puppy in traffic.
model opens up about being an older cousin to Aunt Beyonce's 3 kids, 12-year-old Blue Ivy and 7-year-old twins, Rumi and Sir. Telling the outlet, "It's been protector mode since everybody was born. Just trying to be a positive role model as they get older. I think that's been my main goal. I'm really close to my family, so being the oldest is like, I get to set the tone, set the standard for them, make sure I'm in the same direction that I would want them to go."
That's good.
Jules, who's the only son of Beyonce's sister Solange Knowles
Oh, she's sexy, that Solange.
and ex-husband Daniel Smith, then shares a funny moment when younger cousin Rumi realized he was an adult. Recalling, "Before I went to Paris actually, and I was packing my bag, and she was like, 'Where are you going?' I was like, 'I'm going to Paris.' And she was like, 'Oh, you're going to work.' And that was my first time where any of my cousins or siblings was like, 'Okay, yeah, he got a job now. My cousin's going to work.'"
Yeah, you know, he knows he's a Nepo baby. He can get whatever he wants, but he's also like, I want to be my own man, and I respect that.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Oh, jeez. Shows pictures of a Destiny's Child reunion.
Destiny's Child is back together. Well, sort of.
We'll always be together. That's what people don't understand.
Well, yeah. That was when Beyonce was at her best.
Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, and Michelle Williams together again,
Kelly Rowland's really freaking underrated, man.
reuniting at Kelly's 44th birthday bash.
I thought she'd be older. She looks really good, though. I black. I don't. I crack. All right, let's go over this because of copyright. Oh, what? I know. There's always copyright everywhere you go.
Can't handle how fast time flies.
We grew up sharing everything, bathrooms, clothes, everything. We can never break up because we're friends. And Destiny's Child is not just about making albums.
Oh, geez.
It's about our friendship.
That friendship going strong over 25 years later. B calling Kelly her birthday bestie while sharing these pics on IG.
It's very surreal.
Baby boy, I gotta skip over this because of copyright, but I love the song.
Keeping up with Destiny's Child for a minute.
Oh, jeez. All right, so they're hanging out. They're doing their thing.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
There were definitely times where I felt like maybe I should walk away.
Lady Gaga reveals the moment she almost gave up her music career.
Yeah, whenever you're really close to quitting is when the next big break happens.
On an episode of Hot Ones, Lady Gaga reflects on her journey in the music industry and shares a surprising confession with host Sean Evans.
Oh, geez.
During an appearance on February 13th, Gaga showed up in style as always, wearing an intricate floral fashion piece while eating spicy wings.
Yeah. It's a pretty creative freaking show, if you ask me.
During the interview, the superstar details a moment she almost walked away from the music industry.
There were definitely times where I felt like maybe I should walk away.
Yeah, walk away.
But I know for sure that I never would.
Oh, that's good. That's how I feel about radio. Like guys like Mike Calta, Cowhead, and Rover, and all these guys talk their smack. I ain't ever going away.
Because if I would definitely say that I like was tested, and
sounds like me.
I always didn't give up.
That's good.
And I'm still doing it, so it must mean I want to do it.
That's good. 856-49-HAPPY. What's going on here?
Happy Hot Topic!
Rihanna, you look fabulous.
Carrying one of her children in her arms, a friend carrying another. Rihanna surprised everyone arriving to court with her 2 sons with Rocky.
Are you hoping this wraps up today?
He walked into court with his fate and freedom about to be put in the jury's hands.
Oh, jeez.
ASAP, you glad this is almost over?
Rihanna brought her children inside the courtroom, the jury no doubt hearing one of them making noise.
Want you to believe.
As she held one of them in her lap, entertaining him with the Little Mermaid book.
Yeah, this is definitely Rihanna trying to tell the jurors, hey, I got a man. They're not going to have their father, even though he screwed up.
Rihanna was seen shushing one of the babies before leaving the courthouse during a break, then returning without their kids.
This is not a difficult case.
Prosecutors claim Rocky fired a semi-automatic pistol at his then friend ASAP Rocky.
That's what you did to your friends. Not at all.
3 years ago.
That man decided, for whatever reason, that he was going to settle his dispute with a gun. The only question that you are here to answer is, that night in Hollywood, did Mr. Mayers have a real gun or a fake gun?
Rocky's attorneys argued the weapon was indeed a prop gun that the rapper got from this music video that he filmed with.
All right, so I can't play anymore because of copyright. I gotta be really freaking careful. I'm putting my body on the line. No, you know what I mean? But I'm doing my thing. Oh, I knew I am. I thought when she retired, it got forced out or whatever that happened with the show. I thought we'd never hear from her again. Well, like HPV, she showed up again. My favorite Wendy Williams clip. Her just burping and farting.
It's a matter of time. She's not lonely.
Oh, jeez.
I apologize.
Oh, dude.
She's not lonely.
They're all wearing masks. This is 2020. It's probably a better thing.
But you can't even do that locker room thing. That cop wasn't playing that. I mean, you're lucky.
Oh, jeez.
You only got battery. What if he filed for sexual assault? All right. Excuse me.
Oh, jeez.
Look, I don't know what's going on. I don't know who you're gonna.
Wow, she's gassy.
14-year-old basketball games. We've only known about him for maybe a year or something.
Oh,
excuse me. Leaning on the table and shimmy.
Gassy.
In other Mariah news, she's being called the cheapskate. Might weigh 100 pounds, but doesn't matter. The guy, take a look.
Do you see what I'm saying about like karma in a way? Like she talked about everybody else, and then her life ended up being the most messed up. Josh is freaking disgusting. God.
And the hat that Aretha wore. Excuse me.
Oh,
Our final. Excuse me. Celebrity look-alike. My gosh, look at her abs. She just had a baby. You know, what's up with that? Excuse me. Do you all have costumes picked out? Yes. Excuse me.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
We have breaking legal news. Could Wendy Williams finally be freed from her court-ordered guardianship?
Yeah, then we'll see the real psychopath. Kind of like with Britney.
The 60-year-old will reportedly be medically reevaluated on Tuesday.
How am I doing? I'm still in prison, so to speak.
Oh, jeez.
I can't go out. You have to have keys to open the door.
This morning, I spoke with Nightline co-anchor Byron Pitts, who just interviewed Wendy for an ABC News doc that dropped today on Hulu.
How's she doing? In your
How's she doing?
Opinion.
My sense was she's doing okay.
Clearly, there were things in her life that got her to where she is now. And is she fully past that, as many people seem to think? I'm not sure about that.
It's really expensive where I am. $18,000 a month out of my money.
She was diagnosed with frontal.
Yeah, it's gotta be a little messed up. Her money going on.
Temporal dementia. Did you sense that she was suffering from dementia?
I mean, we're not doctors. Was she lucid? Yes. There's been some talk about the role alcohol may have played in the early.
Yeah, that's why she's always farting.
Diagnosis.
I will lick her when I lick her.
Clearly, she seems in a better place.
That's good. Oh, what the hell is going on here?
Love is in the air for Kate Middleton and Prince William. On Friday, February 14th, the royal couple shared a romantic photo of the prince kissing his wife on the cheek as she laughs to their social media accounts.
She's so much classier than Meghan Markle.
In honor of Valentine's Day, captioned with a single red heart emoji.
All right, so there's that. It's more of a visual. Selena Gomez she posed topless with Benny Blanco for an interview for, what is this? Header View magazine? For Interview magazine. What a creative, name for a magazine. Interview magazine. It's like if I were to say, hey, you're listening to podcast show.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Can't stay away from the nightlife. Think I'm addicted to the limelight, and it's so bright. It can easily blind your eyes. When you're famous,
you're treated like a superstar.
When you're famous,
you're pulling up in your fancy car.
When you're famous,
everybody knows just who you are.
When you're famous,
they reserve your spot right next to the bar.
When you're famous,
free champagne and you raise it up high.
when you're famous,
All your girlfriends cute and you looking fly.
when you're famous,
Damn, you're partying all night,
when you're famous,
and we never get tired.
can't stay away from the nightlife. Think I'm addicted to the limelight, and it's so bright. It can easily blind your eyes. You're a superstar, life of a superstar. 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 When you're famous,
You got thick boobs and juicy lips,
when you're famous,
and you got big headed like a Goodyear blimp.
when you're famous,
At the gym trying to keep it slim.
when you're famous,
Switch with your boyfriend or you're the pimp.
when you're famous,
On a private plane to Abu Dhabi,
when you're famous,
I'm a Susan boy touching my body. I'm on top of the world, you can ask my pilot. This life ain't ever
Happy Hour will be right back.
Sure, yeah, Ryan. Hoppe.
Oh, sure. What is going on? What's happening?
It's sure me, Ryan. Hoppe.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure. I got it.
It's sure me, Ryan.
This following segment has been brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts at AmirAcademy.com, 2700 22nd Street North, and that's in St. Petersburg.
You and me, Ryan. Hoppe.
Women's self-defense classes, kids classes, MMA classes, whatever the hell you need. Go to Amir Academy of Martial Arts at AmirAcademy.com. This is being brought to you by Rich Keeley, Master Barbershop at RichKBarber.com. When I tell you he is the best barber in all the Bay Area, I'm a man of my words. 4545 West Kennedy Boulevard, and that is in Tampa. Sign up at RichKBarber.com and tell them I sent you. This is being brought to you by WestChasePrinting.com, the best printing company in all the Bay Area. Posters, business cards, yard signs, whatever the hell you need printed up, go to WestChasePrinting.com and tell them I sent you. WestChasePrinting.com on the invoice, name drop me. And finally, this is being brought to you by CounselingOnCall.net. Need help with your mental health and you live in Florida or Maryland? Go to CounselingOnCall.net and tell them I sent you. If you live in the other 48 states or the other countries that listen to our show and you need help with your mental health, you can always reach out to me. You can reach out to ChatGPT. I'm being dead serious. Or Psychology Today is a good website. Trust me. It's good to be in shape from the gym and from lifting. But if you're not in shape mentally, that is a no good. All right, we got one last segment, about 2 segments left. We're going to come back on Happy Hour and keep this party going right after this. You know what I mean?
It's you and me and Ryan. Hoppe. It's you and me and Ryan. It's you and me and Ryan.
People with autism are often treated like they are different. Believe me, we are. Hi, this is Henry Oakes, but my buddies may have known me as Hammer and Hank. I was labeled as slow when I started school. Come to find out at the age of 12, the doctors decided I was autistic. Now at the age of 48, I have completed an associate degree in radio broadcasting and worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality. So yes, I am different. People with autism have no needs, no different than you. Laugh, love, and learn to gain education and join the workforce. I did it, and so can anyone else with autism. So when you meet someone with autism, don't feel sorry for them. Work with them. Find out for yourself that autism isn't a disease, it's a condition. To find out more about autism, please visit autismspeaks.org. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Happy Hour!
It's you, me, Ryan, Hoppe.
Hey, this is Gary Meyer, and as refreshing as a McDonald's Coca-Cola, Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, this is Roxanne Wilder, and you are listening to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, this is Rick Rumble from Rumble in the Morning on FM 99 in Norfolk, Virginia, and you are listening to Happy Hour with my buddy Ryan Hoppe.
Triggering middle-aged dudes since 2012. This is Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
We need some lo-fi vibes before I rant about Alec Baldwin. Let me take a hit of this pen.
Happy hour in the air.
Oh, sure.
Feel the vibe everywhere.
I got it.
Kick back in your chair. Life beyond compare.
Uh-huh.
Happy hour, take it slow.
Oh, sure.
Let the rhythm gently flow. Catch the beats in the glow. Tune in, let it grow. Happy hour, oh yeah.
This is chilling, man.
Happy hour.
856-49-HOPPY. 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Happy Radio. You can always email me, ryanhappyradio@gmail.com. This puts me in a good mood. You know what I mean?
Smooth and clear like a stream.
Happy Hot Topic.
What the hell is going on here?
Are Kanye West and Bianca Censori calling it quits?
They should.
Not so fast. Amid multiple reports of a split between the rapper and his wife, their rep, Milo Yiannopoulos, has spoken out, telling Access Hollywood they are not splitting.
Yeah, he's definitely keeping her captive.
He shared in a statement to multiple outlets, Ye and Bianca are in Los Angeles, about to enjoy Valentine's Day together. Announcements about their private life will come from them directly, not unsourced rumor in the tabloid press. Is this the fifth, or is it the sixth time the press has wrongly reported that Ye and Bianca are separating? I've lost track.
I think we all have.
The statement comes after the Daily Mail claimed that the two had broken up, citing sources.
She just never looks safe, man.
With TMZ claiming in their report that each had reached out to divorce attorneys.
She just looks dead inside, man.
Both Kanye and his wife have made headlines and faced controversy in recent weeks. First, for their appearance on the Grammys red carpet, where Bianca took off her coat to reveal a nearly nude look.
That was very weird. I had to make sure that wasn't AI when I saw that.
Amid a flurry of opinions and concerns surrounding the moment, the rep told The Hollywood Reporter, the battered Bianca narrative is hysterical and absurd. There is a person controlling what Bianca Censori wears. The name of that person is Bianca Censori.
That's not necessarily true. You see those TikToks going around where it showed her going like, Kanye, stop. Oh, I'm sure she totally wanted to do that and wasn't being held captive. Just like how Diddy just threw parties back in the day.
Kanye also wrote in part on X about the Grammys look in a since-removed post, per multiple outlets. I have dominion over my wife. This ain't no woke-ass feminist
Oh, that sounds safe.
People say the red carpet look was her decision. Yes, I don't make her do nothing she doesn't want to, but she definitely wouldn't have been able to do it without my approval, you stupid-ass woke pawns.
That's very frightening. It's sad he has kids.
The rapper also posted a slew of anti-Semitic messages on his X account, for which he swiftly
Can we say that maybe he needs a conservatorship?
Faced backlash. He additionally used a Super Bowl commercial to send people to his website, Yeezy.com, which was selling t-shirts featuring a swastika.
How did that not get, reviewed?
Though it is no longer active after Shopify said the merchant violated their terms.
Yeah, Shopify was like, as much as we want the money from those stupid incels.
This week, he was dropped by his music agent, Daniel McCartney of 33 and West.
Yeah, let's piss off the Jewish executives. That's a real good career move.
Who wrote on his Instagram story, effective immediately, I'm no longer representing Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, due to his harmful and hateful remarks that myself nor 33 and West can stand for. Peace and love to all.
All right. And then this one's kind of telling about Kanye West. Kim Kardashian said she had no other choice but to break up with him.
Happy Hot Topic.
I know she has a long body count, but he really should have made it work with her.
It's tougher when you don't want your marriage to end off of your personal reasons, but circumstances change that force your marriage to end.
Kim Kardashian is seemingly opening up about the end of her marriage with Kanye West. In the February 13th episode of The Kardashians, Khloe Kardashian was debriefing her sister and mom, Kris Jenner, about an emotional reunion she had with ex-husband Lamar Odom.
You guys are never going to guess who I met with.
Who? Lamar.
I did.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
How did you know? Huh?
I'm psychic.
Never did I think she was going to guess the right person.
I mean, it's kind of the, elephant in the room, their relationship from 2015.
I think she was just like, who's the most outrageous person I could think of? Yes, Sherlock. It was Lamar. We called Mom, so Mom knows.
Should I call Chris
Yeah, Mom's like, we need to get the writers on this.
Humphreys?
That's what I said. Get all the ex-husbands on here. It was really sad.
Seeing him was sad?
I think so.
I would have been really sad.
It's weird. I feel like some moments I sort of like blacked out. Like, I don't know. It was almost like I'm in autopilot. Like,
Yeah, it's gotta be weird.
I don't really know how I said bye. Like, I feel like I was just like, okay, I gotta go. Like, it
Yeah, Lamar really messing up.
was just like time. It was
You
sick
needed
something.
like just time to decompress.
She acknowledged that although their love was real, they weren't meant to be together.
Yeah, he cheated on her with prostitutes. Why is she always getting cheated on, by the way?
Together after Odom's struggles with drugs.
We got into a little back and forth when he was like, when I went to the brothel, I wasn't on any drugs.
This story.
And I just can't with that story. But I'm like, you're committed. Do what you got to do to feel good about it.
I got
so I was
it.
like, I was at the hospital. I know what was in your blood. Are you kidding me?
Does he remember that you were the one who was in the hospital with him all those months?
He doesn't remember how long he was there. I was like, we were there for 4 months. He's like, 4 months? I was there for 4 months? And I'm like, yep. I do agree that I got married way too quickly, but also if someone asked if I would change anything, I wouldn't change a thing.
Totally.
That
It was the time.
the love of my life. And if it wasn't for drugs, I know we would still be married till today.
Totally.
I don't have a question about that. I know
Yeah, but if, as my not my old friend, we're still friends, but one of my old co-hosts, when I did the Miggs and Swig show on 102.5 The Bone, Ben Swig, a.k.a. Benjamin Heldfund, who wrote the book Our Happy Divorce, just giving a little plug for my friend, he used to say, if the queen had balls, she'd be the king.
change a thing.
Totally.
That
It was the time.
the love of my life. And if it wasn't for drugs, I know we would still be married
If the queen had balls, she'd be the king.
till today.
Totally.
I don't have a question about that. I know I picked the right person at that time.
Totally.
None of us knew he was on drugs until it was at least a year in.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That's what was so terrifying.
As they spoke, Kim chimed in, letting her sister know she understands, having been through something similar, although she didn't specifically name Kanye.
That's the hardest part. I've been there. When you don't foresee something happening that really changes a person's personality.
I'm wondering if the great generation and the elder boomers, because the younger boomers are getting divorces, but I'm wondering if they had the options we have, if a lot of these 50-year marriages that went on, if they wouldn't.
And then they're not the same person and you can't ever get that person back.
Yeah, that's the weird part about relationships. It's like you change as a person, and then it's like you look at old pictures and you're like, I was a different dude, man.
But you can't live with the new person.
All right. I want to play something for you guys out there. I'm not going to play too much of it, but this is how I got over my breakup. And I wish my ex the best, even though she despises me. Here's a little bit of Jocko talking about breaking up. And I think Khloe Kardashian and Lamar need to watch this video. I'm only going to play a few minutes, but...
Move on.
I've watched this video 1,000 times.
Move on. Straight up. Move on. Forget them. They are lying.
One of the top comments is, greatest video ever. It's like my comfort food. Thank you so much. By me.
And they are untrustworthy. So move on. Now, sometimes this can be hard, especially if they've somehow tied themselves into your life, especially like, for instance, you get the kids involved in a divorce scenario. You can't move on, but you have to mentally move on. You have to emotionally detach from that human, and that's hard to do because
I'm going to play a little more of this because I want the people out there that are going through breakups to really listen to this, because I'll send this to my friends, and I know my friends do watch it, but I'm going to force it down your throat like a lot of people will on things around Valentine's Day, Thanksgiving.
Obviously they were someone that you trusted, And the reason I know that you trusted them is because they got to a point where they were able to betray your trust and destroy you. So it's hard. But the fact that you trusted them, the fact that you had that relationship, that's even more reason to walk away. It's even more reason to move on. You
keep listening.
Gotta see them.
Happy Valentine's Day, by the way.
For what they are. And this is an important piece right here. This is an important piece. This is something I learned as a young lad out there in the world. That person is not who you thought they were.
Keep listening.
Right? They are not who you thought they were. The idea,
keep listening,
that this person,
Chloe,
was a trustworthy, faithful companion is not true.
This is the hardest part of the video.
Is not true. That person does not exist.
They don't exist.
They didn't exist, and they don't exist. It was in your head. It was in your head that this person was trustworthy, and they were everything you wanted them to be, and they were a faithful companion. That is a lie. They are not that person.
Search up Jocko breakup to watch more of that.
I'm so much better now. I'm with the beauty of my life, with the love of my life over here.
Wow.
Praying her to forgive me and all this other
Really uncomfortable.
I don't know, it makes me really emotional. Just the ability for her to have the strength to go do that.
I think Chloe should give Lamar a chance.
I'm very proud of her.
It would make for good ratings.
Jenner breaking down in tears over Khloe Kardashian's reunion with ex-husband Lamar Odom.
You just never know what's going to happen around here.
Well, the momager was in for a complete surprise on the Kardashians when Khloe
She wasn't surprised by anything. She's the head writer.
FaceTimed her during her first meetup with Lamar since their 2016 divorce.
Oh my God. Oh my God, Lamar.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom. All right, easy, bud. You're a little eager, man. Kind of a little simpish.
What are you doing?
Just sitting here with Coco, talking, reflecting.
Wow, that's a surprise. I had no idea she was going to see you today.
I bet.
And Kris, knowing all too well what Khloe went through with Lamar, especially after his 2015 accidental overdose, couldn't hold back her tears.
I'm proud of Lamar for coming because that had to be hard.
Yeah, he definitely did a lot.
Hard for him to walk in. I feel a lot of forgiveness for him and obviously love him.
He was a sick person, and he was also a badass on the Lakers.
And felt bad that he had this addiction that he couldn't control. And I was devastated for my child, who that was the love of her life, and she thought that was her happily ever after.
I kind of believe these tears. Usually I don't believe any tears I get from Kris Kardashian, but this one, I do.
And it didn't work out that way for them.
I think that the most important thing that a mom can ask for is just to raise kids who are good people and have good hearts. Everything else is wonderful, but that's their hearts are what matters most to me.
We all pray for you, Lamar.
Thank you, Mom.
And wishing you nothing but the best. And
Thank you.
I don't like this whole thing of him calling her mom.
sending you lots of love.
I love you.
Love you too.
Wow, you get Kris Kardashian to say she loves someone. That's a pretty big stump.
The truth hurts, but let me tell you, it hurts one time. A lie hurts 7,000 times.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
But if I tell you the truth one time, you can't call me that because you couldn't speak. Whose fault is that? His fault he couldn't speak because he decided to do naughty things somewhere he shouldn't have done it. His fault, not my fault.
Khloe Kardashian getting heated, confronting ex-husband Lamar Odom about why their marriage ended.
Obviously, I've gone through everything I've gone through to be able to endure what I have, but I definitely know that this has made me stronger.
The Good American founder showing that strength on the Kardashians, calling out the NBA star for lying about details of the accidental overdose that left him in a coma in 2015.
I didn't even take cocaine to the club. I went to that house.
I probably can't play that because of copyright. It sucks. Let me skip over to see if the beat keeps playing.
Filed for divorce prior to Lamar's overdose. She still stepped up as his legal caretaker during the crisis.
He's doing better every day, for sure.
That was in 2015. It's really weird how 10 years ago the technology looks like this video. I'm looking at it. Besides Khloe Kardashian looking different than the rest of the Kardashians before she got transformed around 2018, if you look at footage of something from 10 years ago, it looks like it happened yesterday. Like if you look at something from 2005 and 2015, it looked really old. Or from 05 to 95, 95 to 85. It's very weird how we've kind of just peaked.
Which is a blessing.
Months later, the reality star refiled, and their divorce was official by the end of 2016.
Have you never thought, why did we ever stop talking completely?
No, I always think about that, and I know why.
Why?
Because how I did drugs after that.
You had enough awareness to get a burner phone to call a drug dealer.
Khloe's definitely the best at arguing amongst them.
To get what you needed to get, to send security away,
Well, what
to
did
do
I
what
just
you
tell-
needed to
what
do
did I
for me
just-
to find out, and
All
then
I
for me
could
to
do-
punch you in the face. Because I punched you in the face, and I shattered everything in that house.
I don't remember that.
Oh, wow. That's not something you should admit. Lamar's kind of a dumbass. I love Lamar. He helped the Lakers win in 2010 and 2009. He gets overlooked on that because of this stuff. That's the worst part about some of the athletes that date the Kardashians is like they were good players. Like Chris Humphries before he got married to Kim. He was a good player, good role player. And then the same thing with Lamar Odom. He was great for the Lakers. I think he was even an All-Star. He was great. But now he's known for this. Reggie Bush.
Woman stands by you after, making such a huge mistake.
Yeah.
I don't think you could ever, forget about that person.
Despite the tense conversation, Khloe and Lamar walk away with some peace.
I feel like 100 pounds is let off my shoulder.
Nice seeing you.
Hopefully I can continue to,
Oh, wow. You hear the way she said, nice seeing you? She wanted nothing to do with him.
my shoulder.
Nice seeing you.
Nice seeing you. She gives him the little pat in the back. Guys out there, if you're on a first date and the girl gives you a half-assed hug where you come in and they pat you on the back like, it's I know. Like, don't even try to get laid if a girl does that. That should put your penis inside your body. That will just turn you off.
Hopefully I can continue to, move on and hopefully get to know her a little bit more.
I feel like this is a part of my shedding process while I am preparing to get into my 4th decade of life.
All right. Holy, amid a life, a crisis, when you say stuff like that.
Happy hot topic.
Never felt this much pain in my life. Can I take it off? Yeah, but how? I am
This is Kim.
claustrophobic. I've never felt this way before where I feel like I can't breathe. I'm just actually gonna die.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian had a full-on panic attack after the 2024 Met Gala.
You just gotta roll with it.
On the Kardashians, fans get a BTS look at the beauty mogul's experience.
All right, so she's looking hot, like she usually does. I'm going to have to be really careful with this video because of copyright. Like right now, they're playing the beginning of Jessica Simpson singing, but she makes a fiery return to music. All right. I'm doing this new thing where when I play songs that are news that have copyright in it, I turn it down while the singing's in. So let's begin now.
Jessica Simpson seemingly singing about the single life.
Music is very exciting for me right now.
1 month after announcing her separation from husband Eric Johnson, Jess is back to her roots. Sharing a snippet of her upcoming single, Use My Heart, in February 21st.
All right, dude. The song sounds so amazing. It's happening. It's doing this thing. And I can't. I'll play it.
Just have finished writing, so now I'm about to record it, and then it is in the atmosphere.
I love it. And then a whole new generation is going to be introduced to Jessica Simpson.
Hell yeah. What was that song she had? Man, I forgot. It kind of describes her career. Like she had a lot of good songs. I forgot.
Yes. The artist. Yes, and I think that's a beautiful thing. My kids included will be introduced to me as an artist, and that is
the
public affair. In the public affair, all right.
most powerful part about it, to see them see me as what my childhood dreams were, to watch me as a woman walk on stage as them.
Hell yeah, so much freaking hotter than Taylor Swift, by the way. It's not even a competition.
Mother, and be that for them. I'm very excited about that part.
As soon as she walked in, it was sort of...
All right, I can't play any more of this because they were just playing the music. It sucks. I know. I know it's not fun that I can't play the music on here. How do you think I feel? Just add it to my anxiety. Let's see what Miles Teller's Valentine's Day plans are.
So this movie took me on a wild ride, and it premieres on Valentine's Day. So tell us why this is the perfect date night movie.
Well, his movie's called The Gorge. It's on Apple TV. Maybe it'll get you laid tonight. Get some head while it's on.
Annie and I and Scott Derrickson.
Although I wouldn't want Miles Teller's weird Sims character looking face on the TV while I'm getting fellatio.
The director, we really wanted to make a love story under tension. So I think Valentine's Day, of all the holidays, that's kind of what it's about. So yeah, it's the perfect one. It's a kick-ass Valentine's Day movie.
I love that. It is a kick-ass Valentine's Day movie. Is it safe to say that you and your wife are going to be watching it on Friday, or do you have other big plans?
Yeah, well, we're watching it tonight, which will be nice, and maybe we'll watch.
He seems a lot humbler after his house burned down.
I think we got to do some traveling. Yeah, we're going up to New York for SNL's 50th anniversary, so that's really exciting.
It's going to be so fun. But I gotta ask, have you recovered? Because I know you're the biggest Eagles fan. Yeah. They won, and you looked like you had a lot of fun.
I had a ton of fun.
Yeah, I got turned up.
New Orleans is it's a very fun city.
Yeah, the way to put it, buddy.
But yeah, I'm good to go. I think it was nice to get that, achieve that and get to hang with some of the players afterwards and now promote this. It's really...
So there's that, and then there's this funny clip.
Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy attended the Hollywood premiere of their new movie, The Gorge, last night, looking gorge, and we chatted with Miles on the red carpet.
Anything surprising you found out about Anya when you getting to know her?
She's a very curious person. She's a very empathetic person. And her ability to flip a switch. She can go from talking about any book that she's just read recently to an elite sniper.
Two characters, they're ready to risk it all for love. What's the biggest risk you've taken for love?
Well, Kelly, when I first met her, she turned me down 3 times.
She did.
Just the fact I kept coming back.
All right, so there's that. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio. And you can always email me, RyanHoppyRadio@gmail.com. Oh, you got so much going on in the world. But I want to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that my TikTok blew up last week. Unfortunately, it took my mentor dying for my show to really blow up, but I appreciate everybody that's watching. And if you're listening and you were one of the people that found me through that video, Ace meant a lot to me. Ace was a good guy, and I will always miss him, and I've had dreams about my boy, and I miss him so much. All right, I see here. Patrick Mahomes' grandpa dies after the Super Bowl, and I'm sure people in Philly will definitely be so kind about it today at the parade. I grew up Roman Catholic, and the religion creeps the hell out of me. I try not to hate on it, but...
Now to that breaking news out of the Vatican overnight. 88-year-old Pope Francis taken to the hospital.
Why don't they get a pope that's 28 or whatever?
He's battling bronchitis. NBC's Molly Hunter's got the details this morning. Molly, good morning to you.
Savannah, good morning to you. That's right. The Vatican has just put out a statement announcing that after a morning of work, Pope Francis was admitted to the hospital for some necessary diagnostic tests and to continue his treatment for bronchitis, which is still ongoing. Now, over the last week, the Pope has been asking his aides to read his speeches and messages, citing breathing issues. 2 days ago, even saying, "Me with my bronchitis, I cannot breathe still. I hope that next time I can." Now, last Thursday, we learned from the Vatican that he had been diagnosed with bronchitis, an illness the 88-year-old pontiff has had several times in the last couple of years. In addition to facing severe pneumonia a few years ago, he's battled a number of health challenges over the years, including having part of his lung removed when he was...
Yeah, he's 92 million years old. Of course he's going to have problems.
Much younger, and more recently undergoing multiple surgeries for an abdominal hernia.
All right, I wish him nothing but the worst.
Overnight, massive cuts at another critical agency. The Department of Veteran Affairs announcing the dismissal of more than 1,000 employees, a move it says will save the VA $98 million annually.
Oh, the rich and elite corporations keep on winning and winning, and the everyday average Joe keeps getting screwed.
It comes as the Trump administration advised all federal agencies to fire probationary employees, workers who've been on the job for less than a year.
Oh, good. All the millennials and Gen Z people and Gen Xers that just got the job, good. I'm glad our country's looking out for you. I fuck you. I fuck yourself, corporate America. Mm-hmm.
The new battlefield for President Trump and Elon Musk's effort to reshape the government is fast becoming a federal courtroom.
Yeah, this is just not what I wanted. Where's the lower prices, buddy?
I always abide by the courts, and then I'll...
You notice how MAGA always blame Biden for all the prices, but the prices going up with Trump? Oh, it's because of Biden. This is a bunch of political nonsense.
I have to appeal it.
In the wake of the aggressive push by the duo to cull the federal workforce, cut funding, and eliminate departments, a flurry of lawsuits have been filed nationwide. And one by one, judges are putting temporary holds on the administration plans.
Is Elon the vice president? Because we literally have not heard from J.D. Vance. He must just feel like nothing. Because he is.
Late Thursday, a federal judge ruled the Trump administration could not suspend or cancel foreign assistance that was in place before he took office. It comes on the same day another judge extended the restraining order preventing USAID employees from being put on leave. 14 states also filed suits challenging the appointment and authority of Elon Musk, calling it unconstitutional. Musk attacking the courts overnight, writing, "If any judge anywhere can stop every presidential action everywhere, we do not live in a democracy."
I guess I know what you're saying, but hey, let's erase everyone's job, whatever. We're so freaking screwed.
Are the Baldwins prepping for baby number 8?
Please don't. The other 7 kids and your 2 daughters that you don't care about don't need more pain.
Alec and Hilaria share 7 children together, with Alec having 1 more from a previous marriage. But they might be ready for more.
No.
Hilaria tells People magazine,
"You're already a bratty father, because you're a brat."
"He's always asking me for more kids." Alec chimed into
He wants to make those babies.
the interview, adding that he doesn't really want one, but says, "Every now and then, when the baby gets older and grows up to be about 2, I look at Hilaria and I go, time to have another." But Hilaria shut down the idea, saying her body is really tired. The celeb couple's life will be at the center of the new TLC reality series, The Baldwins, which premieres February 23rd. The series covers the family of 7.
7 children, 6 animals.
This show should be a billboard for getting a vasectomy. Or pulling out properly. Because when you pull out, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you gotta really pull out.
Parents. A wild family.
And the legal drama surrounding Alec's accidental shooting death on
His crying in the courtroom, you look like a bitch.
the set of his movie Rust.
All right, so there's that. And then there is this. Jeff Dye says Sarah Hyland, the comedian Jeff Dye, says that Sarah Hyland is a tyrant. And he ruined her moment on set. I find Sarah Hyland really freaking hot, man. I think she's attractive, and I think I just find her very hot. But at the same time, you know, she's probably a brat. Probably just thinks she's so much better than everybody. Probably thinks her crap don't stink, even though it probably really stinks. So right here, 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. We have the clip of Jeff Dye talking about her. And I mean, I liked watching Modern Family when it first came out, but then it became so wishy-washy. It was really weird. It began brilliant, kind of like The Office, kind of like 30 Rock, and then it just becomes a cliche of itself, kind of like Family Guy, kind of like Simpsons. Not like Seinfeld. I hated Seinfeld since the beginning because I have raging daddy issues, and my dad liked Seinfeld, and because of that, I'm going to be a contrarian. All right. Here is Jeff Dye.
It was called The Wedding Year, and I played Anna Camp's husband, right? So I'm on set for, I don't know, 30 seconds, right? That's how big my role was. But in the time that I had to be on set, Sarah Hyland was the lead. You know, she is from Modern Family.
Is that the girl with the big eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like a pretty woman that chain smokes and is terrible.
That's gross.
She was such a tyrant, rude to everyone. At one point, she said this, a quote. This is a quote. David, who's the director, there's extras eating at the craft service table. Like, she was annoyed that some extras wanted fucking free granola bars or whatever the hell. Like it was in her kitchen or something.
What a bitch.
Oh, God forbid these bored extras wanted to, like, it was so annoying. Then at one point, she hated me, by the way, like, just hated me. At one point she said, and this is also a quote, what is wrong with people?
Oh.
Because
that's Sarah projecting.
She likes, because I'm an actual man, you know, she's not used to, she's not used to ever, like, you know, masculine energy of any sort. She tried to show everyone, like, the new Dumbo trailer had just dropped, like, that day, like the live action Dumbo, and she was showing it to us all, but they're all like in this hierarchy of Hollywood where it's like, she's number one on the call sheet. We have to, like, pander to her. If she's mean to us, just let her be mean to us. And if she's sad, pretend like it's okay.
I hate that about celebrities. You're going to die someday and you poop in the morning. Shut up.
That she's sad, but she was a tyrant. She was literally like a terrible person.
I love Jeff Dye because he got to have sex with Kristen Cavallari, which her body count is huge. The unspoken thing.
So everyone's like, oh, Sarah's showing us something. She wanted to show them the Dumbo trailer on a phone, right? We're all like around, you know, oh, she's showing us something on her phone. So everyone's pretending to be interested. She starts crying while showing us the Dumbo, to, like, let us know how moved she is by the Dumbo trailer.
I wonder what this comedian's like, though. He seems a little pretentious.
I couldn't believe it.
All right, that's good for you. Right here, we found out that Instagram's going to be adding dislike buttons, and that's just going to be, I don't know why they're doing that. It's so freaking negative. I don't really care. You shouldn't even care what people do, but there's going to be people that will care. We don't really have Hoppy's Hoops today. There's not a lot going on, but there's this clip of Shaq saying that Inside the NBA is going to get fired, but I thought they were joining the Peacock and everything next year, so this is a little confusing.
All right. In the words of Marshawn Lynch, I'm tired of shit, America. We getting fired anyway, Ernie. Fuck it.
Hey, know something that we don't. Also, Michelle and Barack Obama seen for the first time in weeks in a Valentine's Day selfie as they work to figure out how not to have a divorce. You know, they so want to divorce each other. They didn't talk to each other while he was in office. We're about to take a break, but first, let's do some weed news.
Ryan's on the mic now, talking green leaf. Wow.
Oh, sure.
It's the
if you got your marijuana next to you, let's take a hit.
No worry, every puff, every toe.
Let me pause this. I know that would drive program directors nuts, but everybody's got their pen in their pocket. All right, whatever you got. Let's take the hit. Let me turn off my mic and take this hit. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, man.
Hero of the hot folk. We news can't confuse. Hoppy spitting all the facts on the hour, riding power with the laid back tracks.
Russia says it's arrested yet another American for cannabis.
That's the game.
If you are in Russia, don't bring weed. Russia has detained another American citizen over alleged possession of cannabis, a charge that could carry 10 years if he's convicted. Just days after the Trump administration celebrated a prisoner swap that led to the release of another American, Mark Fogel, which was incarcerated in Russia. It's arrested a 28-year-old citizen known as Kate Byers for smuggling of drugs in a significant amount. Honestly, if you do that, you're a dummy. I'm not saying I feel bad for you, but that's not a good decision. Also here, 1 in 10 Americans use CBD within the last month. Good for them.
Be on the airwaves, talking blunt joints and all the smoky pathways. Roll the papers tight, blaze them up, elevate. Mornings with the green, starts the day with heavyweight. Welcome to the happy hour, sparking loud. Got the colors brown, joints burning slow, thick smoke, no doubt. Hot.
North Carolina voters support legalizing weed,
Lines hitting hard like
with strong backing amongst party lines. Yeah, North Carolina's a little behind on that. Oregon marijuana businesses sue state over voter-approved law requiring labor peace agreements for industry workers. That sounds really complicated. And federal court rejects Washington doctors' effort to legally access psilocybin for end-of-life patient care. I feel like if Trump did mushrooms, he would lose his mind. Oh, sure.
Hoppe got the scoop, can't ignore.
Got it.
Cannabis trends from the street to the store.
Whatever.
Every puff, every hit, one more.
All right, we're going to come back in Happy Hour and wrap this puppy up after this.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Where did she go? I don't know.
Mi amor, ¿para dónde tú te fuiste? ¿No te das cuenta que te estoy buscando? No me estás escuchando. She's fed up again, I guess I messed up again. Or sped up again, I should've fessed up again. Like boo, she's just a friend and I'm a man, I don't pretend. Why would I waste my time with a 9, I got a 10. When I'm out, I'm working boo. When I'm home, I'm working you. Or spark the green when you blue, girl. You know how I do. I crack a joke or two, then give you a poke or two. Take us a toke or two, do what I'm supposed to do. Open up doors for you, pull up your chair. I really care, babe, I want you here. I need you right next to me, flex with me, back and forth texting me, more than just sex with me, girl. I need you in my destiny, deep inside my chest with me, secret on my recipe, girl. I need you. And all them things that you do, you keep running away when I'm looking for you. She's got to know.
All the fussing and fighting, the blood, sweat, and tears while you build your career. And yeah, I played the back, never in it for the money. Always have my own stacks, never made you feel trapped. Never ever did I slack. If you was going on tour, I would have your bags packed. Listen, and nobody could ever say I'm out there crazy. Whether you was home or gone, I was still the lady. So much more than a woman, I will run them routes. Always right by your side, ready to thug it out. Always showing up in class for what more could you ask? And if I did the math, I'm on O, you on 5. I put up with your lies and all your little sighs, but my love was so strong, so I held it all inside. And I should've been, I could've been your one and only, but you strayed so many times and you left me lonely. She's got to know. She's got to know.
wasted my nights. I gave you my heart, I gave you my life. I told you my story, I gave you the truth. Every bit I had left, ma, I gave it to you. You told me a secret, I kept it with me, and then I became it effortlessly. I'm hoping you listen like in the beginning when we were both wishing to be in position. The minutes, the hours, the days. My life is a book, the words of the page. Do you ever feel a ways when you see me on stage? Do you stand in the maze with your eyes all glazed? Been on my mind all day like little Lilo label. When the high goes away, it's like my mind blows away. But my mind always say, if she love you, she return and never be a cabrón, cause cabrons never learn.
Where did she go? She's running away. She's running away.
I got it. Whatever. The Day featuring Illumity. Where did she go? She's right here in my lap. Oh, yeah. That's the same band, The Day, that did the song Where Did She Go? Or not Where Did She Go? They did the song Get the Feeling, but I'll play that. There's this thing out there. I don't know if you heard about it. If you know what I'm talking about, it's called copyright. And it'll slap me across the face. Let's put on some, music here. Let me first press this button.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment's been brought to you by Good Vibes THC Beverages. Yeah, getgoodfeels.com. At checkout, use promo code Hoppe to save 20%. Now, if you want a CBD drink without the THC, go to shimmerwood.com, SHIMMER wood.com. You should know how to spell wood. Shimmerwood.com for the best CBD infused seltzers. At checkout, use promo code Hoppe to save 20%. This is also being brought to you by Old Glory T-shirts, music and sports T-shirts at oldglory.com. Use promo code Hoppe to save 15%. This is also being brought to you by Big Fork Brands Beef Jerky at bigforkbrands.com. When I tell you they're the best around, I'm a man of my word. At checkout, use promo code Hoppe, Hoppe. Garden State Distillery, Dirty Vodka, promo code Hoppe, Hoppe to save 20%. And all of this is in the podcast description of this episode. Aspire Drinks, green tea, energy drinks at aspiredrinks.com, promo code Hoppe. Afrera Coffee, AFUERA coffee.com, promo code Hoppe to save 20%. StrongCoffeeCompany.com, promo code Hoppe to save 20%. Quantum Squares. If you go to quantumsquares.com, you can save 20% on energy bars. We got a lot of sponsors here. And Strange Cloudz, Clearwater, woohoo! They are really good. 2222 Main Street, and that is in Clearwater. Kratom, Delta 8, CBD, whatever the hell you need. Go there and tell them I sent you. We are live from the chili room at Pinellas Park. What else do we have here? FS Drinks, the best boba drinks around. Go to fsdrinks.com. Use promo code Hoppe. Cheeky mouth guards at getcheeky.com. Do you bite on your mouth a lot? I do when I'm anxious. But I got this cheeky mouth guard, and my life is so much better. For all the info on all these sponsors, go to RyanHoppeRadio.com. RyanHoppe Radio. Or you can also go to the podcast description of this very episode of Happy Hour that you're listening to. And when you go there, you can get all the links. I'm here to hook you out, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. To entertain you while you're in traffic or you're at work, and to get you high and mouth guards and a little bit of that. That's the perfect way to describe happy hour. Getting you a mouth guard, getting you high.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour.
Hey, radio listener, it's Kevin Klein from Klein Alley Show on 106.7 K-Rock in Los Angeles. Perhaps you've never heard of us, maybe you have, but who cares? You're listening to Hoppe Hour with my boy, Ryan Hoppe. Good guy, way too tall, definitely a product of incest.
Syndicated across the world and heard exclusively on every podcasting platform by searching Hoppe Radio. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Did you know most morning radio is scripted? Well, Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe is not.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
This is into Hoppe Hour. Time to laugh with Ryan's power.
Oh, sure.
Be fun and silly jokes.
I got it.
Hoppe Hour loves its folks. Hoppe Hour.
Oh, sure.
Hoppe Hour.
856-49 Hoppe. It's 856-494-6773.
It's just for you.
You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
At the Hoppe Fun.
You can always email me.
Hoppe Hour.
RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. Last segment, so let's get into it.
Got your popcorn, got your drink. Turn it up and don't you blink.
I got it.
Happy Hot Topic!
Colleen Hoover returns to social media, but with one noticeable difference.
This is the author of the book, It Ends With Us.
3 weeks after the It Ends With Us author deactivated her Instagram account, she returns to the social media platform on February 12th.
But what did she do?
Now without photos of her and Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, the stars of her novel's film adaptation.
That's a telling sign, if you ask me.
Colleen's return comes after she first stepped back as legal troubles between Blake and Justin began to escalate, with Blake suing her co-star for sexual harassment, retaliation, and more. Most recently, Blake filed a subpoena for his phone records, her attorneys Mike Gottlieb and Ezra Hudson confirm. Blake's lawyers say in a February 12th statement to E! News that the move was made to expose the people, tactics, and methods that have worked to destroy and bury her reputation and family over the past year.
Your reputation's terrible because you're a terrible person.
In response, Justin's lawyer, Brian Friedman, tells E! News that subpoenas are an ordinary part of the litigation process.
I love how they have to say, they told E! News, we did it! We did some reporting.
But that Blake's team is asking for more than usual. After Blake initially filed her December 21st legal complaint against Justin, who has since countersued the actress for defamation and civil extortion, Colleen voiced support for the actress. The author writes on her Instagram stories that day, quote, "You have been nothing but honest, kind, supportive, and patient since the day we met."
That's good. And then let's end with this. All right here. Mm-hmm.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Blake's bold legal move.
I thought we were friends.
We are friends. That's a clip from the movie.
Is digging deep for evidence of Justin's alleged dirty deeds, demanding Justin fork over 2.5 years worth of phone records.
So I keep looking around going like, remember these moments.
That was
yeah, you know, and I kind of ruined my career.
a much simpler time for Blake back in August, but now the twists just keep on coming. In the ongoing, never-ending It Ends With Us scandal.
Yeah, this is getting freaking annoying.
Blake accused her former co-star and director of sexual harassment. He accused her of defamation.
Yeah, we know.
Justin's been in full-blown defense mode, creating a website, releasing this behind-the-scenes video.
I got beard on you today.
And he shared this voicemail that he sent to Blake at 2 a.m. during production.
I'm really sorry.
Wasn't a voicemail, it was a voice message.
I f***ed up.
But now, Blake's latest legal move goes even deeper, requesting not only phone records of Baldoni, but also his producing partners and 2 of his personal publicists. CNN's Elizabeth Wagmeister with us.
Oh, it's Billy Bush, man. Grab him by the...
She's all over this one as well. Elizabeth, I mean, she's subpoenaing 2.5 years of Justin's phone.
Wasn't that weird when Billy Bush had the recording where Trump said grab him by the pee, and Trump didn't get canceled, but Billy Bush did?
Phone records, not just his, but his producers too. Would you call this scorched earth?
She and her legal team are absolutely going scorched earth, Billy. Now, we will see what is allowed. Obviously issuing subpoenas is pretty standard practice in any case. But if you ask Baldoni's attorney, Brian Friedman, he says that this is a giant fishing expedition. And what are they looking for? From his perspective, he says they must need more because they don't have anything now. Blake Lively's team, they are saying Justin Baldoni has not provided any receipts, so we are going to find the receipts and we are going to bring those into court.
All right.
According to Blake's legal team, these records will, quote, expose the full web of individuals who were involved in the smear campaign against Ms. Lively. Now on the other side, an old Blake interview during her days on the series Gossip Girl has...
Yeah, she's kind of a witch.
...has resurfaced that could come back to haunt her.
I'm sorry.
It's this 2009 UK Glamour magazine interview where she admits bad-mouthing co-star Penn Badgley after he was first cast on their hit show. At first, I was so upset that they hired him. I actually poisoned the whole cast against him.
Wow. You're the worst.
It's a lot.
By the way, Blake would go on to date Penn for 3 years.
I'm going to go on a limb. I think Blake is a sociopath.
TikTok, toxic joker playing cruel pranks. Hoppy's our own.
With a big body count.
Banks, Ryan Hoppe on the mic, dropping wisdom in streams. Syndicated sorrow, now it's time to shatter dreams. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street. But soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Phone lines buzzing, but the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street. But soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's just so unfair. Every night like clockwork to a show. Now it's time to face the silence like a TV on snow. Riot Hoppe held the mic with humor so divine. The void left in our hearts wider than a canyon line. Empty speakers, silent time but coming to an end. Like a roller coaster stopping round the river's bend. Hoppe's jokes and jabs, these are daily grind. Now silence louder than the thoughts we can't rewind. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. The Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, HoppyRadio.com.
And like that, he's gone.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
I'll kick you in the nuts and we'll call it a day.
Happy hour is now over. Happy hour is now over. Game over.
This concludes our broadcast day. Good night, and God bless America.
Doors closing.